Hey everybody!
Horror Homestead. Happy belated Alien Day!
Happy belated Alien Day.
He just reminded me of it today.
Yeah. That was actually on the 26th, if I remember right, and it was also the anniversary of when Alien came out. Ridley Scott's Alien, not the James Cameron one. That's Aliens, for anybody that's not too familiar with that. So there's no unboxing this week, but however we have
Next week.
Yes, next week. But
stay tuned.
And if you haven't noticed, a lot of this stuff is not. I mean, everything is completely unscripted. I mean, we just kind of come up with stuff and we just banter as we go.
He says, "Hey, we haven't done a video in a while. Let's do it." And I say, "Do I have to?"
And it does.
And now we're here. It
does seem to work out well, because we never run out of stuff to talk about. And especially, we hope we're keeping you guys entertained on everything, and
you haven't gotten tired of us yet.
Right. Still, we would like to see some comments. We'd like to see what you guys think on what we're talking about and like what your own opinions are. So we're hoping at some point we will get that. And we do appreciate everybody supporting us and spreading the word.
We love you guys.
Especially all the ones I'm subscribed to and check them out as well. There's a lot of really good ones. So we're just gonna start right now. We're gonna do.
Started about 2 minutes ago.
Yes. Well, I mean, start on what we're gonna talk about. Well, first I'm going to show off some. It's going to be like show and tell. Show and hell. So this is a note to Alien Day. I should be wearing my Bishop Queen Alien shirt from Fright Crate, but it's in the wash right now. So we got this stuff. This is from Horror Block that we got. An extreme close up. It is Parker, Ripley, and Big Chap. And I'm guessing
it's Big Chap and
Parker. Is there a Ripley in there?
No, there's no Ripley.
I don't see Ripley. Okay, but anyways, it's one of the guys that was part of the crew in the ship.
He dies.
And they kind of give it away how he does die, so there you have it. It's another trade-off from Funko. They're called Titans, and they make vinyl figures as well, and they have some pretty cool ones too. They have a Ghostbuster one that we own. It's the Ecto one, which
it's back there in the mess.
It's back there in our stuff of joy. And one Christmas, Katie got me this. It is the Alien Anthology, and it includes Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection. None of the Alien vs. Predator ones are included on there because that's a completely, totally separate thing and considered a spin-off. Not really that special if you guys really want to check it out. Not his cup of tea. No. I mean, I love Predator, I love Alien, but when you put the two together...
They are two great tastes that don't taste great together.
Not a good not a good
not in our opinion.
Story.
Not that there aren't those out there that absolutely love those franchises.
Exactly.
I think we can blame Freddy versus Jason for that kind of mashup for that. But
well, Frankenstein meets Wolfman. I mean, if you go further back.
That's really throwing back right there.
Right.
But they're good on their own together.
Yeah. If I would say the best Alien movie, I would say between the first one or Aliens. Those two are epic, unforgettable, and definitely bring justice to the story. And not to mention like what was it, Prometheus is pretty cool. And so, I mean, that's not really an Alien movie, but it does welcome the xenomorphs, which are the aliens, which are these things right here. And this we got.
Actually, at one of the Dread Presents, we went up to Cleveland.
Dread Central.
Close enough.
Yeah.
And we actually won this.
From the Box of Dread win.
Yeah. You go to these kind of things with a little bit of horror knowledge in your head, and you can get some really cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Yes.
And this is an awesome booklet. I was amazed when I saw it because a lot of H.R. Geiger stuff is on here. Not to mention like the history of Alien, and there's, if you kind of look through, I mean, it tells about how they made the movies and how Stan Winston came up with like the animatronics for it. Really cool stuff.
We enjoy it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We haven't really got a chance to really watch those movies together.
We have a toddler.
Yes.
She takes up a
Toddler,
generous
monsters,
bigger
they don't go well together.
We are keeping that kind of stuff away from her until she tells us she's ready and wants to get into this kind of thing. It's just how we feel is going to be, you know, what works best for us.
Right.
We just don't want to scare the living hell out of her, and then she sleeps in our bed for 3 months. So we're trying to avoid that if possible.
Exactly.
So we've been on a little bit of a horror kick. We've gotten some time to ourselves in the last couple of days. And we took on 2001 Maniacs.
Yes, we did. So we're going to do a double feature review. In the
That was
future,
our last date night.
In the future, we will have some more visuals. We will have some video clips. I still gotta watch the tutorials on learning how to do that. So, to the ones that have been doing those for years, I give you guys mad props. You guys have time to do that. That's amazing. So we will get to that point. But this is like pretty much the alpha to horror Homestead right now. So
we're slowly but surely getting there.
Right.
We are very DIY. None of us really have kind of a background in this kind of thing, so we're kind of learning as we go.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, so good.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Okay.
2001 Maniacs. Oh, Chris is going to show you. We got that one.
This is a fantastic movie, and if it wasn't...
It is based on the original 2000 Maniacs by
Herschel
the great
Gordon-Lewis.
Herschel Gordon-Lewis.
Right.
Some of you probably don't know who he is. He doesn't get enough credit like he should.
No.
But basically one of the forefathers and forerunners of your midnight movie gore fest extravaganza.
All of the exclusive blood and gore that you see, and it's always bright red and it's always goopy.
Yeah.
Is pretty much this guy from Pittsburgh. He was definitely an innovator to the whole genre of horror, and he was originally they were like kind of like sneaky nude movies or something. They were like documentaries. I kind of did some research about that.
So basically...
But he jumped on the bandwagon and did the horror thing after that.
Without him, you wouldn't have a lot of what's out there
Right.
in your, like, torture porn, your... that kind of genre. Basically all genres, really.
Yeah.
He kind of laid the foreground for certain gags and stuff you will see that they're still using today.
Yeah.
There's just a lot more CG and a lot less cow heart.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And they were never really meant to be serious or scary. They were more like gaggy and slapstick. And always, anytime somebody gets killed, there's laughing or there's like just one-liners.
Great music, like
weird music. Yeah, really weird music at the same time.
Look them up. Find some of the stuff. It's worth a look. It's part of our horror history,
right?
Which is long and varied, and we'll throw back to that kind of thing. I mean, yeah. But 2001 Maniacs, it's a take on the original 2000 Maniacs. Stars the wonderful, wonderful Robert Englund. I love him. One of my top non-Nightmare on Elm Street Robert Englund performances in this. He is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Plot is we follow college kids from the north as they travel downward towards Daytona Beach in Florida, but kind of get stopped and stuck in Georgia and happen upon this lovely village called Pleasant Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And let the craziness ensue. Robert Englund plays Mayor Buckman. He is the mayor of Pleasant Valley. And basically the town was decimated by rebel Yankees in the Civil War, and everyone in the town was killed. And every spring break, they are...
The guts and glory trust.
They are allowed to walk the earth and kill as many Yankees as possible on the anniversary of when they were massacred.
The really cool thing about the kills are they're very creative. They're not like, anything you expect. And when they do it, there's always humor to it. And the way that they kill people is like they don't use like machines and stuff. They use like actual stuff that has nothing to do with electricity. Yeah, a guy gets crushed with a cotton gin. Belle falls on a woman. I don't want to give anything else away because you guys just have to be in surprise for it. There is one for guys. It's a little traumatizing, and hopefully you guys never have to go through that experience ever. I mean, if you've seen a movie
He
Teeth,
still
you kind
can't
of
talk
get the
about
hint.
it.
But anyways,
It involves boobs.
yeah, this is a great movie.
So there we go.
And
I love it. I actually turned him on to it. I was in a relationship before him where kind of had to hide the horrific fanatical of mine, and the ex actually bought that for me, and so kind of a bittersweet movie, but I still love it, and then I turned him on to it.
Yeah.
And then a couple of years later, we found the sequel.
Yes. But before I go there, another one that mentioned in this that's great is the female other killer in it, and that's Lynn Shay. She is the sister of the man that was behind the production of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. And did I get that right? Sweet. How about that? Well, history major. There you go. But anyways, she has a lot of good one-liners in it.
Right.
It's a good time. I mean, you really cheer more for the South. The ghosts.
Of course, you're cheering for the killers instead of the Northerners.
Yeah, you're cheering more for them than the Southerners. It's kind of like, I call it the Rob Zombie treatment, where Rob Zombie always, if you've seen any of his movies, the main protagonists are really not the ones that matter. It's always the antagonists that steal the show, and you're really rooting more for them than you're rooting for the ones that want to survive.
I've always rooted for the killers in
Right.
movies. The older I get, those teenagers deserve to die.
Yeah.
Of course, I was in my teens and thought that, so what are you going to do?
So why don't we move into the sequel?
We just didn't want to talk about the sequel because we really don't want to talk about the sequel.
It basically seems like it's more for fans.
Why and what happened.
Right, and this is basically the aftermath afterwards, and this is 2001 Maniacs Field of Screams, which we did get from Blockbuster before they closed up.
Alright, so Robert Englund's not in this one. He is replaced by the amazing and wonderful Bill Moseley. Awesome. I love Bill Moseley.
Speaking of Rob Zombie.
Again, Lynn Shay is in it.
She's back in it again.
Yeah, and then you get Ogre from Skinny Puppy.
That was pretty awesome. I think his portrayal of Harper Alexander was pretty cool.
And basically, that's basically where that ends.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, the original Harper Alexander was short, and Ogre is like almost about 7 foot tall. So it was kind of hard to picture him as that character, though.
I don't think that they were basing them on body type, because he wasn't a doctor/vet in the first one either.
No, he wasn't.
But we won't. It has the same director as 2001 Maniacs. The actors in the top 3 roles are amazing, and they're amazing in this movie. It's just
the screenplay fell a little bit off. A little bit. It seems like they got a little bit more offensive with the humor in it. And the cast was mediocre.
Yeah, no.
But the main protagonist, you're just waiting for him to die.
Right. 5 minutes on screen is enough. You're like, okay, kill him now.
I never really cared anything for Paris Hilton or Nicole Richie.
Basically, the plot is they're following these 2 blonde debutantes around for spring break. Pleasant Valley has gone on the move, and they bump into each other in, is it Iowa?